So we've all got a few projects on our schedule that we leave on the back burner. The one with a deadline that's growing uncomfortably near, or the one that you know you should have done 2 years ago and now it just feels like it's way too late to begin. Weren't you supposed to go to the gym more often also this year? You see the point? You know where I'm going with this. On the business side, putting in place a solid online structure is usually one thing that will fall on that side of the fence. Can you imagine how much less guilt, stress, and frustration you would feel if you could somehow just make yourself do the things you don't want to do when you're actually supposed to do them? Hear me out on this one because I have some good news. You can get better at that if you use the right strategy. This being said, figuring out which strategy to use depends on why you're procrastinating in the first place. So let's talk about the 3 main reasons why people procrastinate and how to go about it so that you no longer put on the back burner things that matter. Reason number 1, you're afraid to face and own your own failures. Basically, you don't want to screw it up. So there's 2 ways to look at things and tasks and pretty much everything in life. First off, you can do things because you see it as a way to end up in a better position than you were at the beginning, which is called promotion focus. This makes every action you take driven by potential gains. It works best for optimistic people. If you had a bad report with the concept of failure, then promotion focus is not for you. Anxiety and doubt will cut short your motivation, leading to less action being taken. On its counterpart though, you have prevention focus, which works best for pessimist people and anyone with the self-awareness and honesty to own their lack of confidence. When you have a prevention focus, instead of thinking about how you can end up better off, you see the task ahead as a way to hang on to what you already got, to avoid a loss. I know this doesn't sound like sunshines and rainbows, but there's probably no better way to get over your anxiety about screwing things up than to give some serious thought to all of the consequences of doing nothing at all. Do the work, stress yourself. It feels awful, but it works. Keep in mind that you're leaving thousands of dollars on the table every year if you run a business with more than 50 people and have no online learning structure. Reason number 2, you're putting something off because you don't feel like doing it. This is probably going to be a tough pill to swallow, but business and achievements don't care about your emotions or how you feel whatsoever. Every single project can be broken down into to-do lists. You're not getting anything done because you intentionally confuse things you can't do at the moment for things you don't feel like doing at the moment. Waiting and acting on projects based on your motivation is one of the worst ways to run a business or a project or just about anything in life. In order to override the psychological reflex, you must change your focus from the task you dread to the eagerness of seeing the full project being done. It's your responsibility to give your brain a reason to be eager to take action. Breaking down projects in simple tasks make it easier to plan, absolutely. But it's also a good way to sabotage yourself and the momentum you're building as it now directs your focus solely on a task you're potentially trying to avoid. Never lose sight of the real end goal, getting things done. Reason number 3, you're putting something off because it's hard, boring, or otherwise simply unpleasant. Have you ever heard of the if-then game? How often do you find yourself saying the old, next time I will make myself start working on that project sooner? It's all a lie. We tell ourselves, if you had the willpower to do it, you would have done it in the first place. So it's no secret that a lot of people overestimate their capacity for self-control, leading them to recurring hot water situations. Be smart, embrace the fact that you have a limited willpower. It's just human, it's not a flaw. Using the if-then concept is more than just laying out the rules on what to do. It imposes a structure of when and where you're actually going to act. If I don't create my online content by September 1st, then I will hire someone else to do it. There's no second thought here. You've laid out the law on your own agenda. Out with the excuses and in with the progress. Regardless of what's holding you back, know that your brain will always be the first and try to find excuses for you to do nothing. These 3 strategies are actionable, will help you reformat the way you manage your projects, and from now on, no longer feel the consequences and backfire of leaving things on the back burner.